So the question I have for us this week in our midweek motivation is, what are you trading your time for? So what is the cost of your time? Is it of high value or is it of low value? You know, time is the only thing that, no matter how hard we work, no matter how much money we have, no matter how much we want more, we can't gain any more time, right? And we know that time is fleeting and it's ticking down, but no matter how much we want time to last, we can't add upon it. And every day we hear about products and new things that are coming out to help people just long or add some longevity to their life, or shave years off your life or add years to your life. And the reason we see these products do so well is because people have this innate fear of ultimately their life ending, right? And a lot of times we think of life as this long period that we just promise time. So if I don't do something today, I'll do it tomorrow. And someone once said a statement to me of, I'm going to get started on this tomorrow. And the next day they said, I'm gonna get started on it tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. If you keep saying, I'm going to get started on tomorrow, tomorrow never comes. Do you have friends, or is it you that always says this statement that I'm going to get started tomorrow, or I'll get started when? So when I get fired from my job, or if they lay me off, or when I get an influx of money, or when we pay all our bills, or when we're in a house, or when our kids are to an age, then I'll start working towards my dream. Then I'll start working towards the purpose of what I know is inside of me to do. And the big difference I noticed between really successful people and just regular everyday people, and when I say everyday people, I mean people that are day in and day out just living. They don't want to push past and get to another level in their life. They don't want to get to the purpose of what they're called to do. They really are just happy. They're happy being stagnant. They're complacent. And the difference between those people is that they put a higher value, the people that are successful put a higher value on their time than the other people do. Because if you really think about this, the most successful people that you know, if you think of Fortune 500 people that are influential and have tons of clout or income, or you look at them and they look like they're just living in their purpose, right? The difference between that person and someone that is just average and not doing anything is really no difference in time, because they both have the exact same amount of time in the day. That time doesn't change. The difference, again, is that the successful person, the person that is striving, that is in that beast mode every day, puts a higher value on their time. They don't waste their time doing things they know are not going to ultimately get them to where they want to go. So let me ask you this question today. What are you doing that is helping you to put a higher value on your time? Is the everyday things you're doing, is the things that you're doing on a regular basis, is it worth the time you're putting into it? Let me ask a better question, and it's going to be quick today. I really want to just give you that quick motivation and something to think about. But if you knew that you had a short time to live, you know, it might be a day, it might be a week, it might be a year. Maybe they told you, we don't know when that's going to happen. You may not feel weak, you may not feel tired, you may feel weak, you may feel tired, you may feel sick, you may not. But at any point in a short period of time, and that's what we know, you're going to pass. What would you do? Would you do something different? Would you quit your job? Would you start doing something different? Would you experience new things? Would you step out of that fear and make decisions that are going to set up just the rest of the time that you have, because you don't know how long you have? Would you finally tell people how you really feel? Would you reach out to loved ones that you haven't been connected to in a long time and tell them that you love them? Would you get rid of any consequence, or would you get rid of any kind of conflict that's gone on? Ultimately, what would you do differently? Because remember, the biggest thing, the biggest tool we have is choice, right? So if you're saying, what we've been saying all along is, I am more than the things that are going on around me, the circumstances and the problems and the issues. If I am more, then what am I doing with my time? Because if you want to get to that next level, you want to reach a place where you're living in that purpose and living in those dreams, then you have to make a choice to use your time wisely. Hopefully this week's Midweek Motivation was inspiring for you. It helped you ask those questions. Honestly, we are really interested in hearing your comments and your thoughts. Share this with someone that you think would be motivated or needs to ask themselves this question this week. And then next week, I know this is going to be a little bit of sad news, but next week is going to be the last episode of the Midweek Motivations of Season 1. And then we start production to raise that production value, to raise the messages in Season 2. So this week, I'm going to put out an announcement on the page that we're starting. I'm going to be starting my Snapchat channel. I want you to give me your insights and your thoughts. I'm going to be hitting you with a lot of quick little videos throughout the week to keep you motivated. I'm not going anywhere. I know you're saying, like, David, you're going to stop this season. You're going to stop these Midweek Motivations. I look forward to these videos. I'm not going anywhere. We're also, again, I always remind you, you can go to my Facebook page, David Firpi Speaks. My website is davidfirpispeaks.com. You can book me or my partner, my speaking partner, Carlos Hernandez, to come out too. We know that graduations are coming up so very soon for college students, and a lot of college students are making a determination of what they're going to do for their life now that they have that degree, but they still kind of are lost. And we also know that admission is going to start soon for schools, where students are starting to think about, what should I do for the next 4 years? I'm enrolled in this program, and they're going to flip-flop and change their majors and do different things, but we hopefully can help those people to be motivated to do ultimately what they're purposed to do, living a purposeful life. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Have a good night, guys. Have a great week. Reach out. We want to hear those comments.